Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, and today I will be playing an 1850 Maelstrom game, my Dark Angels versus the Ultramarines. So the way the story goes is both the chapters were on this planet investigating a Tzeentch invasion, and because of the fickle nature of the warp, my warlord, who's Ezekiel, the head librarian from the Dark Angels, and my opponent's warlord, who is Tigurius, both registered each other as having been tainted by the forces of chaos. So both sides decided to try to take each other out, thinking that they had turned to the dark side. So that's the story that we've got going on here, 1850 Maelstrom. Before we go any further, let's take a look at the armies and the psychic powers for both sides. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a combined arms detachment. Leading it off, we have Ezekiel. We have a 10-man tactical squad with a plasma gun and a rhino as a dedicated transport. We have another 10-man tactical squad with a heavy bolter, a plasma gun, and a rhino as a dedicated transport. We have a mortis pattern dreadnought with 2 twin-link las cannons. We have a 3-bike attack bike squadron with multi-melta upgrades. Then I'll be running a Deathwing strike force, and leading off in the HQ slots we have Belial and an interrogator chaplain in Terminator armor. We have a 5-man Deathwing Knight squad. We have a 5-man Deathwing Terminator squad with an assault cannon. And last but not least, we have another 5-man Terminator squad with an assault cannon. And for the Ultramarines, they'll be running a combined arms detachment. Leading it off here, we have Tigurius. We have a Chapter Master with Terminator armor, the Shield Eternal, and a Thunder Hammer and a Teleport Homer. We have a 5-man scout squad with sniper rifles and camo cloaks, and the sergeant has a melta-bomb. We have another 5-man scout squad with camo cloaks, sniper rifles, and a melta-bomb on the sergeant. We have another 5-man scout squad with sniper rifles, camo cloaks, and melta-bombs on the sergeant. We have a 5-man Terminator squad with 2 Thunderhammer storm shields, 3 lightning claws, and a Land Raider Crusader with a multi-melta upgrade as a dedicated transport. We have another 5-man squad of Terminators with a Cyclone missile launcher upgrade. We have a Venerable Dreadnought with an assault cannon, Dreadnought close combat weapon with an underslung storm bolter, and a drop pod as a dedicated transport with a Deathwind launcher. We have a Vindicator with a siege shield. And last but not least, we have a 3-man Centurion squad with grav cannons with grav amps, chest-mounted hurricane bolters, and the sergeant has an omniscope. For psychic powers, Ezekiel rolled on Interromancy. He rolled, so he gets Mind Wipe as the Primaris, Trephination, Maelstrom of Misery, and Mind Wipe. And Tigurius rolled on Telepathy, getting Psychic Shriek, Mental Fortitude, Invisibility, and Hallucination. So that's the 2 armies and psychic powers that we've got here today. So going over deployment here for the Dark Angels, we've got a combat squatted tactical squad over here with 5 regular Ultramarines. We've got the attack bike squad. We've got a rhino with 5 the other tactical squad, the tactical squad in there with the heavy bolter, the plasma gun, and Ezekiel has joined them. We've got the mortis pattern dreadnought. We've got the 10-man squad with a plasma gun in here, and everything else is in deep strike reserve. So for the Ultramarines, we have a scout squad that infiltrated and then scouted up there. We've got a scout squad in here. We've got a scout squad over there. We've got a Land Raider with the Chapter Master and the Assault Terminators inside. We've got the Centurions there with Tigurius. We've got the Vindicator, and then in reserve we have the Terminators with the Cyclone missile launcher, and we have the drop pod with the Venerable Dreadnought inside of it. So as it is right now, the Ultramarines will be going first. So I will try to seize the initiative. Let's see if I can do it on a 6. No, I cannot. So we'll come back to you with the card drawn for the Ultramarines here on turn 1. So we're going to have tactical escalation here. So he drew 1 card here on turn 1, and he has secure objective 4. All right, movement phase here for the Ultramarines on turn 1. His Vindicator moved up, showing this objective, because we're playing where all of the objectives we placed were random and hidden, so we didn't know until someone actually holds it what number it was. So he exposed objective 6 there by moving up and taking that. These guys moved up 6 inches. These guys exposed objective 3 there. This moved up 6 inches, and then these guys disembarked, and he exposed objective 1 back over there. In comes the drop pod. So he's looking over here onto these guys. And Scout stood still, Scout stood still, and Scout stood still. So that's what we've got here. We're moving on to, we'll roll for the psychic phase here. Rolling, getting a 3. All right, so we will come back to you with that. Cool. All right, so first thing he's going to do is try to cast invisibility on his unit there, needing 2 warp charges. Getting, no, not going off, only getting 1. All right. Chief Librarian Tigurius. Oh, he gets to re-roll misses because he's Chief Librarian Tigurius. All right, so here comes the re-roll here for telepathy. Getting it with 4. Oh, okay. I'm going to, I really don't want him to be invisible, so I'm going to really hope I can get 4 6s. And nope, don't even get a single one. Okay, so they are invisible. Good to know. Any other powers you're going to try? No. Nope, so that's it. So that's the end of the psychic phase. We'll come back to you the shooting phase. All right, the Vindicator is going to fire onto this the Rhino over here. So looking for that. It's a direct hit, so 1 hit. Strength 10, right? So needing a 1 to glance. That's a pen. See what the result is? That's cool. It's cool. So plus 1, right? Because it's AP2, I believe.
Oh, no, it's not. Demolisher cannon?
AP2. So plus 1 on this result. 2, 3. So it will be snap firing. Alrighty, moving on. Alright, so the Grav Centurions are going to fire onto the Rhino here with their grav shots. 15 grav shots, hitting on 3s. Okay. Alright, and glancing on 6s. 1 6. So that's 1 hull point and it's immobilized. Alright. Oh, grav amps. Rerolling for grav amps. Oh geez, I forgot about those. And it's dead. There we go. Alright. So it is a wreck. Wow, a super wreck. So we'll take care of that and move on from there. Alright, so this is the result that happened. They moved out here, and then they rolled for leadership, and they failed their leadership, so they are pinned. So now his snipers over here are going to fire onto them. So hitting on 3s. Yeah, 3 of them are in the range, 3 of them with line fire, so 3 are going to hitting on 3s. Okay, 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. 6s are rending. No, nothing. All right, moving on. All right, the Deathwind launcher is going to fire onto these guys. So, so the scatter. Nope, direct hit. So that hits all 3 of them. So strength 5. So we have 3 hits. Looking for 5. Looking for 4s. So we got 2 wounds. 2 3+ saves. They're both good. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the Dreadnought here, who's going to fire his assault cannon into these guys. I'm not going to jink. So hitting on 3s. Yes. Okay, 3 hits. Wounding on strength 6, so wounding on 3s, glancing or rending on 6s. All right, so 2 wounds. 2 3+ saves.
And he's ballistic.
Oh, wow, okay. So, yeah, I lose a guy there. All right, moving on. Now he's going to fire with his Stormbolter into them. So hitting on 2s, because I forgot he's Ballistic Skill 5. So he hits, wounding on 5s. Nothing. All right, moving on. All right, the snipers here are going to fire into the bikes. I am not jinking. So hitting on 3s, 4 hits. One is, well, they're both the same, so it doesn't make a difference for the precision shot. Wounding on 4s, 6s are rending. Oh, nothing. Okay, moving on. The other sniper squad there is going to fire into the bikers. So hitting on 3s. Okay, so 4 hits. Wounding on 4s, 6s are rending. Oh, 1 rend and 1 wound. So the one, I think they've got a 5-up cover save coming through here. So I'll do you want to do the rending first or second? Okay, so I'm going to do the rending first. So 5+ cover save. Nope. Now I'm going to do the 3+ armor save. That's good. Should have done it the other way around, but that's cool. All right, so he takes 1 wound. Moving on. Okay, so that's it for Ultramarines here on turn 1. No charges. These guys passed their leadership test, and he did not get his card. So we'll come back to you with the card choices for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. So Dark Angels have a special rule with their cards for Maelstrom that if it's a Dark Angel specific card, I don't show my opponent. So I can't say out loud what it is, but you can see right there what I've drawn here for turn 1. So that's the card draw. So now moving on to, we'll come back to you after movement phase. All right, Dark Angels movement phase. These guys couldn't move because they're pinned. He shuffled around, so he doesn't have Skyfire. This stood still. These guys moved around, looking on him. These guys ran up 5 inches this way through difficult terrain. And that's that for movement phase. So now we're going to move on to psychic phase. I rolled a 4, leaving both of us with 7 dice. And I'm going to try to cast Mind Worm out of one of the firing slots into the drop pod. So, needing 1, getting it with 2. Mind Worm is strength 6, AP 2, ignores cover. So I would need a 6 to glance it. He's going to let it go. So it needs to hit. He hits. Now I need a 6 to glance. Get it! So I get a glance. Cool. The other things are fine, but the strength 6, AP 2. So that's a glance, so it's not a pen. So all right, so that's it for psychic phase, because I don't think I'm going to use my other psychic powers, because nothing really I can do from here. So moving on. All right, so we're going to start off here with the Mortis Pattern Dreadnought into his Vindicator. So hitting on 3s, both hits. Looking, front armor is 13, so looking for 4s to glance. Nothing. Good start, Phil. All right, the squad inside of here is going to fire into the drop pod. So rapid firing plasma gun is the only thing that can do anything. So hitting on 3s, 2 hits, glancing on 5s. Nothing. Okay. All right, so we're going to move here. The multi-meltas are going to fire into the Dreadnought. Hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Melta range. So the first one, looking 13 armor in the front, or 12. I think it's 12, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at that one right now.
All right, so 8, looking for, I think a 4. That's a pen. And that's another pen. So it's 2 pens. So 2 pens plus 8 plus, yeah, it's Melta range, so 8 plus 6. So that's 2 pens plus 2, because they're AP 1 on each of these. And 5 is weapon destroyed, and going to be snap firing. Oh, because you got a venerable. You want to take the snap, both of them, or this one is like a 3. That's as good as you're going to get.
That one?
Yeah. So instead of weapon destroyed, it's blown up. Oh, dangerous, and it worked out for me. All right, so we'll figure that one out and come back to you with that. So the Storm Bolter from the Rhino here is going to fire into the Scouts. So hitting on 3s, 1 hit, wounding on 4. That's 1 wound. So 4 up, cover and armor save. So a 4 up save.
Plus camo cloaks?
Oh, well, it's 5 up plus the camo cloaks, yeah. So a 4 up, yeah. So a 4 up save. Nope, so one of them dies. All right. I think that's it for shooting phase. So I've got another run I've got to do, but there's not going to be any charges. So we'll come back to you. I didn't achieve my mission, so we'll come back to you with the second card draw for Ultramarines here for turn 2. All right, so we drew a second card here. So we've got objective 4 and objective 3 he's got to hold. He's currently holding 3, and 4 is going to be a tough one to get. So, all right, moving on. All right, movement phase here. His reserves came in, so in deep struck and did not scatter. So there those guys are. These guys moved up. He moved up. These guys are right over here. These guys didn't move. He can't move. And those guys didn't move. So everyone, a lot of people didn't move. These guys came in. That's the big thing. So then we rolled for psychic phase. He rolled a 6, leaving each of us with 9 dice here. So what are you going to roll? Invisibility. So looking for 2. Getting it with 2. I'm going to try to deny it with all of my dice. I don't want him being invisible anymore. So looking for 2 6s. And getting it. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. Woo, denied. And anything else?
No, actually, wait.
All right, now he's going to try to roll hallucination onto these guys. So needing warp charge 2. So rolling 4 dice, looking for 2, getting it with 2. So we'll figure this one out because I can't deny it. So we'll figure this one out and come back to you with the result. So it got off. He got you're a traitor, and that and nothing wounded on him. He took 9 strength, 3 hits, and nothing wounded. So now he's going to roll psychic shriek, needing 1. It goes off. So I have to roll 3d6, subtract my leadership, and see how many wounds I take. So 3d6
Armor conversation.
minus 9. Oh, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 minus 8 is 5. So I take 5 casualties. Oh, that was brutal. All right. So that's the end of the psychic phase. Yes, that happened. All right, moving on. All right, the Vindicator is going to fire right on top of him. So let's see if it scatters. It's direct hit. So strength 10, front armor is 12. So a 2 to glance. That's a pen. Plus 1. 6 immobilized. Oh, that's brutal. That means he's going to be snap firing for the rest of the game. Ah, okay. All right, the Terminators here are going to fire into this squad over here. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Stormbolter shots coming in. He can fire both, the Cyclone and the Stormbolters. Yeah, yeah. So we got 10 Stormbolter shots coming in, hitting on 3s. Okay. So it's a fair number of misses there. That was a hit. So there we go. All right, and wounding on 4s. So 2 wounds, 2 3+ saves, 2 dead. Okay. And then the Cyclone missile launcher. It's going to fire the 2 crack shots. Frag shots. 2 frag shots coming in here. So you put them on there. Cool. Let's see. First one. Ooh, it's going to be way off. And then the second one is going to be right on it. It's going to hit both. It's going to hit all 3. So strength 4 hits. So wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. 2 3+ saves. And another one dies. Okay. Down to the last 2 on that. Pretty rough. All right, so we've got the Centurions here are going to fire into the Dreadnought, and then the Sergeant's going to use the Omniscope to fire into them. So we're going to do the shots into the Dreadnought first, hitting on 3s. Okay, re-rolling because he did the Devastator Doctrine, so re-roll those 2s as well. Okay, not bad. Looking for 6s. If he gets 1, it'll be dead. It's dead. There's 2 in there, so it's dead anyway, but it is, yeah, it is dead. All right, because it also immobilizes, and it was already immobilized. So, yeah, now do you want to do the 5 shots into these guys? All right, hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of Devastator Doctrine. All right, wounding on 3s because it's 3+ armor, re-rolling because of Grav Amps. Okay, so they're dead. Okay, all right, that's that. Moving on. All right, the snipers here are going to fire into the bikes, so hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits. Re-rolling 1s because of the Doctrine. So that's 3 hits. One of them's a precision shot. So we'll probably, let's actually do the precision shot second because I'm sure you want to put it on the wounded guy. So precision shot, we'll do the precision shot first. So wounded on a 4. That's a wound. And then we've got the 2 wounds that are rending. Oh man. Okay. So let's see if the last guy can even save himself on a 3+. No. So yeah, they're gone. That really just happened. All right, the drop pod is going to fire onto these guys right there. So let's see, does it scatter? Nope, direct hit. So it's going to hit all 5. Oh, it only hits 4. Sorry, it only hits 4 of them. All right, so we've got 4 hits here, strength 5, so wounding on 3s. All right, 3 wounds. Got 3+ armor saves. And 1 dies. Okay, not as bad as everything else. Snipers are firing into these guys. Hitting on 3s. Okay. Re-rolling 1s because of the doctrine. Now wounding on 4s, 6s are rending. Well, they're all the same guys in there. So wounding on 4s, 6s are rending. Okay, 2 wounds. 2 3+ armor saves. 1 more guy dies. Alrighty, he's going to fire his melty gun into him. So hitting on a 3. Nope, no hit. So that's the end of the turn there for the Ultramarines, and he did score objective 3. So he's up 1-0 on objectives. Alright, so I drew second card, and I got Hungry for Glory. So it's going to be rough to get. Moving on. So movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 2. These guys were the only ones that came in. They deep struck right there and passed. Well, one guy failed his dangerous terrain test, but he passed his armor save. Everything else is dead over here. These guys stood still. These guys moved up. And that's it. That's all I got on the board right now. So moving on to the psychic phase. I rolled a 1, which gives me 4 and gives my opponent 4 as well. I'm going to try to cast Mind Worm and shoot that again. So needing 1, goes off with 1, denied. All right, so that's the end of the psychic phase. Moving on. All right, this squad here is going to rapid fire the plasma gun into there. So hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits. Glancing on 5s. 1 glance and 1 pen. All right, so it'll be dead. Let's see if it blows up. +1. It does. It blows up 1 inch, so it's not going to hit anything. So that is dead. Perfect. All right, moving on. All right, these guys here are going to fire into the scouts there. 1 guy's in rapid fire range. So hitting on 3s. Okay. So that's 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. 2 4-up saves. 1 dies. Okay, moving on. The Stormbolter from here is going to fire into the scouts. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4. Nothing. All right, this squad's going to fire into the back of the Vindicator. The black ones are going to be the assault cannon. So hitting on 3s. Everything is twin linked the first turn in from Deep Strike. Not that I really needed it, but I will take it. All right, so the blacks are glancing on 4s, and the greens are glancing on 6s. Okay, so I've got 4 pens, so it's going to be dead. So, and I can't blow it up, so it's just dead. All right, and that's the end of shooting phase. I've got nothing that can charge. So that's it for the Dark Angels, and I did not get any of my cards, so we'll just come back to you with the 3rd round card draw for the Ultramarines. All right, so he drew his 3rd card, which was Ascendancy. So he's got Secure Objective 3, 4, and Ascendancy. All right, we'll come back to you after movement phase here for turn 3. All right, movement phase here for Ultramarines on turn 3. These guys all shuffled around, looking up on my Terminator squad there. These guys stood still, those guys stood still. These guys moved up, so they're within 3 inches of that objective. He turned around to look up on these guys, and those guys stood still. So that's movement phase. Going on to psychic phase. Rolled a 4, so that gives each of us 7 dice. So I imagine you're probably going to try to do invisibility on these guys. Alright, we're going to try 4 for invisibility. Getting it with 3. Alright, I'm going to try to deny that. So I don't like them being invisible. I need 3 6s. Not getting any 6s. Okay, fair enough. They are invisible. And then, anything else? I'm going to try to do Psychic Shriek. So with 3 dice. Getting it with 1. So their leadership is 9. So 3d6 minus 9. 3. That is brutal. All right, we're going to figure that one. We'll do that one, and we'll come back to you with that. So looking at it, it says you can't take cover or armor saves. So they did have an invul save. So they actually passed 2 of those invul saves, leaving just 1 guy dead there. All right, so that's the end of psychic phase. So now we'll come back to you with shooting phase. All right, so the Devastator squad there is going to shoot into those guys. So we've got 15 grav shots coming in. So hitting on 3s. Oh, that's a lot of shots. Okay, wounding on 2s since they're 2+ armor. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 11 saves to make here. 4, 6. Yeah, invul saves. So I'm going to do the first 6 here. 5 pluses. Nope, they're dead. They're all dead. Okay, that was easy enough. All right, we got the scouts here. They're going to fire into these guys. So hitting on 3s. Okay, 4 hits. Wounded on 4s. 6s are rending. So 2 wounds. 2 3+ armor saves. They're good. All right. Then this scout squad here is going to fire into these guys. So they've got 36 inches. They're going to be snap firing. Oh, they're moved, so you're going to fire your pistols with them? Yep. Okay, so actually there's only 2 guys that are within range because he's going to fire his pistols since they moved. So hitting on 3s. Okay, wounding on 4s. 1 wound, 3+ armor save. Yep, good.
I'm still stuck on the old 3rd edition.
Yeah.
Heavies can't fire.
All right, the Land Raider is going to fire into these guys. So only the side spawns in there and the multi-melta and the assault cannon can see it. He only pivoted, so he's going to fire everything at full ballistic skill. This is the twin-linked hurricane bolters. So 3 hits, wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. 2 3+ saves. They're good. Moving on to the assault cannon here. Hitting on 3s, twin linked. All right, wounding on 2s. 6s are rending. Okay, so 1 rend and 3 armor saves. I'm going to do 2 and reroll. All right, so 2 guys die. And then the multi-melta. Hitting on 3. It hits, wounded on 2. Dead. Okay, moving on. All right, so the chapter master there is going to use orbital bombardment on him right there. So, scatter 8 inches. Well, it might be able to.
It was coming back. So.
Like there. 8 inches. Oh no, that's going to miss. All right, so that misses. That's the end of the shooting phase at this point. So, and I don't think he can make any charge because anything within range is already dead. So that's that. We'll come back to you with the cards that he scored this turn. So he'd actually pulled another hold objective 3. So he scored that, and he got ascendancy because he has 3. So D3 points, 2. So he goes up to 4 to nothing right now. Oh boy. All right. So I drew another 2 because I got rid of Hungry for Glory at the end of my last turn. So I got this one for the Dark Angels one, which you can read there. I'll leave a little bit so you can read it. So we'll see what happens there. And then I got Supremacy. So we'll see. That one's definitely not going to happen, but we'll see what happens with the other ones. All right, so I'll come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels here on turn 3. All right, movement phase. These guys dropped in here. These guys moved up and then disembarked here. And that's it. That's all I've got on here. The other squad over there, these guys still haven't come in. Anyway, so that's the movement phase here for Dark Angels on turn 3. So now we're going to move on to Psychic phase. I rolled a 3, leaving each of us with 6 dice. So first thing he's going to do is he's going to cast Trephination onto these guys here. So needing 2. It goes off with 2. Trephination is the D2 plus 2, 2D6 plus 2 minus your leadership. And then it's basically like Psychic Shriek from there. Gonna let it go? All right. It's a focus witchfire, so he's got a hit, which he does. So 2d6 plus 2.
Nothing.
4. Nope, nothing. Okay, good job. And then the last 2 I'm going to do is Mind Worm onto them. So needing 1, not getting anything. Great Psychic phase. Good job, Ezekiel. Moving on. All right, starting out the shooting phase, the Terminators here are going to fire into those guys there. So the black ones are going to be the assault cannons, so hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of Vengeful Strike. Okay. So the blacks are wounded on 2s, the greens are wounded on 4s. Oh, and one is rending, so that's one is AP2. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 armor saves. So one's dead, and then oh no, he's got a 3+. He's got an invul. So do you want to do? Let's do the invul first. So 1, 3+ invul. He's good, and then we've got 7 2+ armor saves. Forgot about those invuls. 7. Cool. So 7 2+s. Oh, 4 guys. Wow. Okay, I'll take that. Oh man. All right, so moving on. All right, so this squad is going to fire into here. Everyone except for that one guy in the front there has line of sight. So I've got the heavy bolter that's going to be snap firing because they moved, rapid firing plasma gun. I've got one bolt gun and a bolt pistol, and then I've got Ezekiel's bolt pistol. So they're going to be hitting on 6s, 3s, and 2s, depending upon what they are. Okay, that's a miss. That's gets hot. 3+. He's good. All right, 2 of the heavy bolter shots hit, which is kind of interesting. All right, and these all hit. Wounding on 4s, 2, and 3s.
You didn't punch Kenneth in the face.
So, all right. So one guy is just is got a cover save. So it's all 4+s anyway because they've got that. So 3 4+s. Yeah, seriously. Oh, okay. 2 guys die. Okay, and then I'm going to fire the storm bolter from the rhino there into them. So hitting on 3s. Okay, wounded on a 4. Nope, nothing. All right, that's actually the end of shooting phase, and no one can charge. So that's going to be the end of my turn here. We'll come back to you with any of my cards that I got. All right, so I got Flawless Victory because a guy with the Deathwing special rule deep struck in. These guys. So they didn't come within 6 inches of a teleport armor for Ravenwing, so they don't get the D3 victory points, but still, I'll take a point. So at least I'm on the board. All right, so he has gotten, on his turn here, we've got Secure Objective 4, Assassinate, No Prisoners, and Psychological Warfare. So, yeah, that should be pretty brutal, I think, this turn. So we'll come back to you after movement phase. All right, so movement phase here for the Ultramarines. They kind of moved back here to Secure Objective 4 there. These guys moved up. Those guys stood still. These guys moved up with him behind it. He stood still, and they stood still. Then we rolled for Psychic, and he rolled a 4, leaving both of us with 7. So first thing he's going to try to do is invisibility on these guys. So needing 2. And then, not getting it. Ooh. Oh, Chief Librarian Tigurius can re-roll. Getting it with 3, but he did perils. So let's see if I can deny it and see if he can suck himself into the warp. So needing 3. And only getting 1. So they are invisible. Let's see if what happens on the roll for the Perils of the Warp. A 5. So we'll figure that one and come back to you with that. So it was he took a leadership test and failed. He rolled an 11, so he takes a wound. So Tigurius is down a wound. You gonna roll anything else for a psychic phase here? All right. So now we've got so there we go. Sounds good. Now we got 3 more dice on
Telepathy.
Oh, gonna go hallucination on these guys.
Yep. Hallucination.
Cool. Needing 2 and getting it with 3. So it goes off. Roll a d6. 2, which is bugs. So they the unit must take a opinion test, but they are fearless because of Ezekiel there. So I think they are good. Excellent. All right, so that's the end of the psychic phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, he is going to fire sniper rifle into them, hitting on a 3. It's a we're going to put it on to Ezekiel, of course. 4+. 6. It's rending. So I think he's got a iron halo. I gotta check to see if he has an iron halo. He doesn't have an iron halo, and I'm not gonna take a look out, sir. So he's just gonna take it straight to the noggin there. So yeah, down to 2 on him. All right, moving on. Yeah, the Land Raider here is gonna fire onto these guys, and he's gonna fire the assault cannon and the multi-melt at full ballistic skill because he moves 6 inches. So with power of the machine spirit, he's gonna move the other one. Shoot the other one at full ballistic skill, and then he's going to snap fire the hurricane bolters. So which one are you going to fire first? The assault cannon here, hitting on 3s. All hits. Wounding on 2s. 6s are rending. Okay, so we got 1 rending shot and 3 other shots. Which ones do you want to do first? I'll do the rending. All right, we'll do the rending first. So 5 plus invul save. Nope. And then I've got 3 2+ armor saves. Oh, so 2 guys die. Rough. All right. All right, now the multi-melt is going to fire in here. Hitting on a 3. It hits. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 5 plus invul. Nope. He is gone. Okay. And now the snap shooting hurricane bolters. So we got 6 shots coming in here. All right. Twin linked. Oh man, 2 hits already. 3 hits, wounding on 4s. All right, 1 wound, 2+. He's good. Barely, but he's good. All right, moving on. Snipers are going to fire into these guys. So 4 of them have line of sight. So hitting on 3s. All right, 1 hits is a precision shot. So you want to put it on Ezekiel? All right, it's going to put it on Ezekiel. Wounding on a 4. Nope, nothing. All right, moving on. So the Centurions here are going to fire into these guys, and then the Sergeant's going to use his Omniscope to fire into these guys. So which one do you want to do first? We're going to do the 10 shots into these guys, hitting on 3s. Okay. 2 misses. Wounding on 3s. So that's the majority armor save in there.
6.
It's all good. All right, wounding on 3s. Oh, wow, lots of 2s. So we got 2 wounds, and that's 2 AP2 shots. So the 2 guys dead. All right, then we've got 5. Then the hurricane bolters are going to fire in here. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on twin linked. Got hurricane bolters. All right. They're wounding on, they're ballistic skill 5, so wounding on 2, hitting on 2s. Now we got wounding on 4s, because they're bolters.
I need to reroll everything I missed.
What's that? That's on wounds. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to figure this all out then. All right, so we got 3 on the hurricane. So 3 armor saves. They're all good. Now we're going to re-roll the other ones because it was only, what we had, like 1 miss, I think. Hold on a second, we'll come back to it. All right, so it's 6 more shots from the grav amps at 3 rolls. So just 2 more die. Yeah, so we'll take those 2 there. Alrighty. So yeah, pretty brutal. All right, so that's that shooting. Moving on. Now the sergeant is going to fire into these guys. So hitting on 3s, or hitting on 2s, sorry. Okay, 2 misses. Wounding on 2s, because it's 2+ armor save. So 3. AP2, so 3 5 pluses. Nope, they're dead. Okay. All right, so that's it for the Ultramarines turn here. So we figure out the cards that he got. He got Assassinate, Secure Objective 4, and No Prisoners on his turn. So 3 more points to them. It's looking grim here for the Dark Angels. So moving on. All right, so I drew 3 more cards. I got this Dark Angels one, which you can see there. All right, then I also drew Assassinate and Secure Objective 3, which are going to be very difficult to get. So we'll see what happens here going into turn 4 after movement phase for Dark Angels. All right, movement phase for Dark Angels. These guys moved up here. These guys finally came in because they had to on turn 4. And this guy moved around a bit, and that's it. That's all that's left of the Dark Angels on this planet. So now we're moving on to the Psychic phase. I rolled a 2, leaving me, or no, 3, I'm sorry. You're right? 3? Oh, 2, just 2. Rolled a 2, so leaving me with 5, leaving my opponent with 5. And I'm going to try to do Mind Wipe onto this unit right here, Malediction. So here we go, needing 3. Getting it with 3, so you need 3 5-ups because he's a psyker as well. So, and he's in that unit. So 3 5-ups. No, does not get it. So they are mind wiped, which means their weapon skill and ballistic skill are 1 until the end of their next turn. At which point they'll have to take a leadership test. So, all right, I'll take that. All right, moving on. We'll come back to you with shooting phase. All right, shooting phase. These guys are going to fire into these guys. So I've got rapid firing plasma gun and bolt pistol from Ezekiel, hitting on 3s and 2. Okay, gets hot, of course. 3+. He's okay. Wounding on 2 and 4. Alrighty, so just 1. Oh no, 2 and 4. It's the other way around. So yes, 2. So 1 3+ armor, 3+ invul save, and 1 2+ armor save. So it doesn't make a difference to me which one you want to do.
Which one's closer?
What's up?
Which one's closer?
I guess we'll go with the plasma. So we'll go with the 3+ invul save. That guy I think is closer. Yeah. Okay. So 3+ invul save. No, he is dead. And then he has to make a 2+ armor save. And he's good. All right. So moving on to this, it's going to fire its storm bolter into that scout there, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 4. That's 1 wound. 4+ save. Yeah, just do it right here. No, so he's finally dead. Those guys have been a pain in my butt. All right, that's gonna be it, I think. No, I'm gonna as well fire these guys. They're gonna fire and then run because they got that special rule with their formation. So I've just got 2 storm bolters in there. Doesn't matter because they have to hit on 6s because of invisibility. All right, twin linked because of the first turn in from deep strike. Okay, so that's 2. Wounding on 5s because they're toughness 5 there. 1 wound, 2+ armor save. They're good. All right, so that's it for shooting. I've got 1 run that I'm going to do, and then maybe a charge. We'll see. No, I can't charge because he fired rapid fire gun. So yeah, no charges. So I'm going to run those guys, and that will be that. All right, on turn 5 here, he has secure objective 2, overwhelming firepower, blood and guts, secure objective 2 again, and hold the line. So we'll see what happens. All right, movement phase for Ultramarines here on turn 5. His guy was running up towards here. He turned around, pivoted, looking over there. These guys are running up this way. And these guys moved up again towards these guys. Everyone else kind of stood still. He also declared the assault doctrine, so that should be helpful for him there. All right, so now we're going to move on to the psychic phase. He rolled a 6, leaving both of us with 9 dice. So first thing he's going to try to do is invisibility on that squad. So he's going to roll, needing 2. Getting it with 2. I'm going to roll all of my dice. I do not want this going off. So, oh man, I need 2 6s. Oh, come on! Oh, so they're invisible again. All right, now moving on to the next thing he's going to cast is Psychic Shriek onto whom?
You doubted me, didn't you? You doubted me.
Both are 10.
You sat there with doubt in your heart, and I showed you.
All right, so now he's going to go into this squad over here. So needing 1, rolling 2. Oh, just rolling 1. Here we go. Nope, does not go off. He gets to reroll because he's Tigurius. It goes off. So now 3d6. Want to roll 3d6 here? All right, 3d6 minus 10. They're good. So cool. Alrighty. Anything else? Oh, and hallucination. He's going to cast against these guys over here. So
got 3 left.
He's got 3 left. So he needs 2. Getting it with 2. Roll a d6.
3 or 4.
3 or 4. Got a 5. So traitor. So I randomly choose a character there. So 1, 2, 3. It's Belial. 4. Oh no. 1, 2 Belial. 3, 4. The interrogator chaplain. 5, 6. My Knightmaster. 1, 2, Belial. So then he takes 1, 2, he takes 6 strength 3 hits. So do you want to roll that? So he needs 6. Alright, so looking for 5s. So 1, 1, 2 plus save. He's good. Alrighty, so that's it for the psychic phase here. So now we'll come back to you with shooting phase for Ultramarines on turn 5. Alright, we're going to roll the snipers there. Are going to fire into this squad over here. Hitting on 3s. 4 of them can see. Alright, so that's 4 hits, sorry. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound. 3 plus armor save. He's dead. Oh, come on, I needed him. Alright, so he's going to fire into these guys here. We're going to do the assault cannon first. Hitting on 3s. Twin linked. Alright, 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. 6s are rending. Alright, so 3 wounds. 3 2 plus saves. They're all good. Alright, then move on to the multi-melta. Hitting on a 3. Hits. Wounded on a 2. That's a wound. 3 plus invul save there with the shield. No, he's dead. He's dead, Jim. Alright, and then let's do the assault, the 6 hurricane bolter shots coming in here. All hitting on 3s. Twin linked.
That's only 5.
Oh, okay. Roll one more. Twin linked. Alrighty. Wounding on 5s actually, because these guys are toughness 5 majority there. Oh, wow. Okay, so 3. So 3 2 plus saves. They're good. Alright, so I lost 1 guy in that. Moving on. Alright, these guys are going to fire into these guys. We got 10 Stormbolter shots. Hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 5s. So majority toughness 5. 1 wound. 1 2 plus. He's good. And then we've got the crack missiles going in here. Hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Wounded on 2. That's a wound. 2 plus. No! 1 guy dies. Not good. Alright, these guys here are going to fire into them. So they're all going to be shooting on them. So we got 15 shots coming in, but they're going to be hitting on 6s because of mind wipe. So hitting on 6s. Oh, still 3 shots. Alrighty. Wounding on 2s. So 3 wounds. 3 plus invul saves there. 1 more dies. Oh boy. Alright, moving on. Alright, now we're going to do the hurricane bolters into them. So, hitting on 6s. Twin linked.
It's okay, Jeff Johnson's going to be the meeting.
Okay, so we got 2 hits. Wounded on 4s, because now they're down majority toughness 4. 2 wounds. 2 2 plus saves. They're good. And then the bolt pistol from Tigurius. Hitting on a 6. Nope. All right. Any more shooting we got going on here? Nope. I think we're... Nope, that's not within 36. Nope. So that's it for shooting phase. I'm sure we've got some assaults that are going to be coming in. All right, this squad is going to assault into that squad there. So got 2 Stormbolters in there. Hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. All right, 1 hit. Wounding on 4. That's a wound. 2 plus. He's good. Alright. Distance for your charge. 8. That's going to be plenty to get him in. So we'll move them in and we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. Alright, he's also going to charge in there. So hitting on 5 and 6 because of Grim Resolve with a bolt pistol. Master crafted bolt pistol. Nothing. So now the charge. 7, that will be in. So we move him in. Alright, so now we'll move on to the fight sub phase. Alright, we're going to start over here. So Ezekiel's going to go first. So he's got 3 base attacks, plus 1 for extra close combat weapon, plus 1 for his Book of Salvation. I'm going to be hitting on 4s. Master crafted. Ugh. So wounding on 4s. Okay, that's a lot of ones right there. Okay, now you're going to go squish me. So here we go.
4 base.
4 base plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 3s. Okay, re-roll because of Assault Doctrine.
Only the 1.
Oh, roll the 1 for Assault Doctrine. Cocked. That's as cocked as it got. All right, so 3 hits, wounding on 2s.
See? You can't see the damn one.
Oh, he just got the one he needed. And Ezekiel is dead. That gives him Warlord. Boom. All right, we're going to move over here. First to go is going to be my Interrogator Chaplain and Belial. So Belial is going to be green. He has 4 base. Interrogator Chaplain has 3 base. They're going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling first round of combat because of Zealot. So hitting on 3s.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, re-rolling first round of combat.
Back in this game, boys.
Okay.
I want to reveal.
So these are wounding on 2s because it's strength plus 2. And these are wounding on our flesh bane, so they're wounding on 2s as well. So everything's wounded on 2s. Okay. Of course I roll 3 1s for that. All right, so I've got 3 wounds, 3 AP, 3 2 pluses. 3 2 pluses. Everybody's okay. All right, then we go on to step 4, which is going to be my Knightmaster, my other guy there, and his guy with the power sword. So I'm actually going to roll my guy over here first because he's going to do smite attack, which is strength times 2, AP 2, but he only gets 1 attack. So hitting on a 4, hits, wounding on a 2, 2. One of them's dead. Oh, 5 plus invuln, sorry. Okay, so now one of them's dead. So just say one of them guys. Oh, no, not that guy, because he's got the cyclones. Just take one of those guys. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right, then I'll do my my Knightmaster, who's got 3 base attacks, hitting on 4s, re-rolling because of first round of combat. All right, he's got Fleshbane on his thing, so wounding on 2s. Okay, 2 wounds, 2 pluses. He's good. All right, then the guy with the sword gets to attack. So he's got 2 base plus 1 for the assault, hitting on 4s, 2 wounds, or 2 hits, sorry. Wounding on 4s, 2 wounds, 2 plus saves. He's good. And now your other 3 guys get to come with their AP2, which is going to be brutal.
I need the
All right. Yep. It should be 9 attacks coming in here. Hitting on 4s. Okay, that's quite a few. Ooh. Yep. All right. Wounding on 2s. All right. So 4. All right, I'm going to have to do it one at a time there because before they go on to the other ones. So 3 plus save because of the shield. He's good. He's dead. And then we've got 2 left that are going to go into the Interrogator Chaplain with a 4 plus. Oh, I guess it's got to be one at a time. 4 plus on the Interrogator Chaplain. He's dead because it doubles him out. And then Belial with a 4 plus. He's good. So Belial is still alive. Okay. So I lost combat there, but they're fearless, so they will just consolidate in. And that's how that will go. All right, so that's the end of Ultramarines' turn here. We'll come back to you with the cards he received. All right, he received Blood and Guts, and he got that by killing that. So, yeah, so that's that. All right, we're going to move on now to the cards drawn for the Dark Angels here on turn 5. All right, I drew no prisoners, so we'll see how that goes. All right, that's the only movement for Dark Angels' movement phase here on turn 5. Moving on to shooting phase, because Ezekiel's dead. He's going to fire into him, because why not? Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Nothing. Okay, that's the end of the shooting phase. So now we'll move on to the assault phase over here. So Belial will go first. He's got 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Master crafted. Okay, wounding on 2s. Oh. 1 2 plus.
You only have 1 of any color?
Yep, He's alive. All right, then on to my Knightmaster and his Power Sword guy. So I'm going to hitting on 4s. All right, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, 2/2+ saves. Oh, he's going to die, but he still gets to hit back. So hitting on 4s. Okay, nope. So he's just dead. All right, sounds good. Now we get to go to these guys. So it's got to go into Belial first, unfortunately. So hitting on 4s. Yep. Hitting on 4s. Oh, 1. Still enough, because he doesn't have wounding on 2s. That's a wound. He's got a 4+ invul save. Can he save himself? Whoa. Nope, he can't. Belial is dead. All right. That's a tied combat there. So, yeah, they'll just be locked in combat. That's the end of turn 5 there, and you know what? The Dark Angels are not going to be able to pull anything out here. So that's how this is going to end, ladies and gentlemen, with an Ultramarines victory. Showing, I guess, what following a strict interpretation of the Codex Astartes will do for you. So, yeah, he won by like a gazillion, I think, to 1 or something.
9 points total.
9 points total to my 1 point.
10 points.
10 points. 10 points?
10 points. Warlord, First Blood.
Warlord, First Blood, and then 8 victory points from the card. So, yeah, that was a brutal game, at least from my side. His side, not so much. So, yeah, so I guess that's what happens when you go up and run in the face of the Ultramarines. They start to just pound you into the earth. So, yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed that. I've been Phil, and Phil, the Glacial Geek. My opponent's been Sean. And Shane. Sorry, Shane. Oh, geez. Shane. Sorry, my bad. My opponent's been Shane. And that's, yeah, that's how this ends. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, share, like, and subscribe the video. And have fun.